Oh, there we go. Check a nuisance beaver job and go set another one. Packed. The beaver dam's way up there and it's packed all the way out to the other side of the bridge. Yep, I don't know what they are, but man, oh, he stole my worm! Oh, where am I at? Some bees are measuring up that hive, trying to make sure that's gonna work for the swarm of honeybees. Here we go. Well, welcome to the Beaver Retriever channel, where I bring you along showing you my lifestyle. And today we're out in the pumpkin patch. I got a huge pumpkin patch here. They're coming right along. Yeah, them are doing wicked good. Yeah, so there's a squash beetle. I don't know what the real name of it is, but I call it a squash beetle that takes right over on my plants. So let's find you one, show you. So these little yellow bugs right there, that's what I call a squash beetle. There's a couple doing it. So I just used some 7 dust, and this is not good for bees, but there's no flowers on these plants yet, so I will use 7 dust until the flowers come out, and then I won't use this stuff no more. You gotta be careful of bees and using pesticides. So we're gonna go through and dust them all. We've already dusted 4 rows. We still got another 8 to go. Yeah, so it doesn't really need to be much. Just gotta sprinkle a little bit over the top. And just keep doing that all the way down through here. You can see where they've been eating on this one. See all the leaves missing? That's where them squash beetles been eating on the leaves. And then hammer down, get this all dusted today. Once we get this dusted, we're gonna go back to logging. We've been logging here on the property. So we're gonna go back. I cut a bunch of trees yesterday. We're gonna try to skid them out today. Yeah, pumpkin patch is all freaking dusted. So yeah, look at all the grass and weeds up there. I gotta start disc harrowing here. Hopefully sometime this week, but I at least did next to the rows with the rototiller. So, and then I do between the rows with the disc harrow and the big Farmall tractor. Yeah, well, it's starting to rain out. And I just looked at radar and it's supposed to freaking rain, so I wouldn't have dusted if I knew it was gonna rain. That rain's just gonna wash that dust straight off, so that's kind of shitty. So we'll see what happens. And I also don't run the Farmall in the rain, so I guess we're just gonna drop some more trees today. And this afternoon, hopefully, if it ain't raining, we'll fire up the Farmall and go twitch out what we dropped. Yep, so we're gonna go check out, see what else I got for softwood to cut. I'm gonna go for a walk, and got 150 acres here. Only problem is most of it was all clear cut back in the late 90s, so all these trees ain't marketable yet, but a lot of the fur they left when they were little, and some of the fur on the edges is definitely harvestable. So we're gonna walk way up back here and see what we see. Yeah, I put all these trails in here a long time ago with my skidder. There's some nice trails through here. Saves me a lot of time next time going to cut in here. The trail's already here. And I can drive my pickup down this one. This is nice. There's some right here. Take out this one. Take out that one. There'll be quite a bit up through here, I think, to cut. So that's nice. There's a few more right there. Not super big, but definitely worth getting out. And then once I take them out, all these ones along the edges, them ones will be able to grow a little bit better. Quite a bit of hardwood back in one area there that I can probably get out a load of firewood. Start trying to sell some cut and split firewood. That would be something else to do, try to make some money. Start off today where we started walking today. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut these trees down, limb them up, and then this afternoon, once it's done raining, we'll come out with the Farmall and start twitching them out. First tree right here. There, one down. We're gonna cut a bunch. I'm gonna just keep dropping in a lemon all day today. supposed to be in the 80s the next couple of days, and it's nice and rainy, cool today. Limbing these freaking fir trees is pretty hard workout, so we're just gonna hammer down today and keep dropping trees. I think we're up to 17 on the ground right now. We'll keep hammering down, and then tomorrow we'll start dragging them out. Yeah, so I was just walking down into another area to see what else I had to cut down there, and I found a childhood memory right there. We used to hit golf balls all over this freaking property when I was younger. And I find at least one a year. It's usually out in the pumpkin patch, but this year it's out right here in the woods. So we're gonna go home for lunch right now. We're gonna find my driver and try to hit it again. Yeah, well, I can't find my driver anywhere, but I did find a club. We got a 3-iron, I guess. So we're gonna go up here to the edge of the field and give that ball a whack. We don't have a tee. All right, we're aiming for anywhere in the pumpkin patch. We can find it again. Wish I found my driver. All right, I'm not even, what's the right-handed? I'm not even right-handed, I'm left-handed. I'm supposed to swing it like this. Instead, I'm gonna swing it like this. See what happens. That was a good one. I made it over the pond. Sliced to right though. I get a kick out of that. I found them golf balls all over this property. So we'll find that one again. We're gonna go back to cutting some trees. Keep cutting trees for the afternoon. I see 2 right here. Another 2 over there. Hoping to have at least 30 trees on the ground today. Yeah, so these trees aren't really super big, but definitely finding some with some rot in it. Even this one, it's already starting to rot away right there. We'll get something out of them now while I'm here cutting. Yeah, so one good thing about taking out these softwood, and the reason I'm taking them out, was look at these oak trees. There's a couple of nice oak trees right here. So now they got all kinds of light right here. Anything that produces a nut for the deer and critters to eat, I try to take care of them trees, like beech trees and oak trees. So that'll produce some acorns someday. All right, today we're on the old Farmall. We're gonna start skidding out all that wood we cut yesterday. So we're twitching wood with an old 1952 Farmall. It's a Farmall H. Pretty cool old tractor. Works pretty good. With my father rigged up a winch on the PTO in the back. It works pretty good. First twitch right here. Got actually 3 trees here, and I got 1 tree right back there. I'm gonna stretch the cable out, hook it up to all these. Be a logger. Actually a logger most of my life until I got into the trap in and doing some other odds and ends like birch poles and birch bark and stuff. Bundles out to the yard, so now we're going to buck up this one. I just went and cut a 4-foot stick. All I use is a 4-foot stick to measure these out. We're going for 12s and 16s is what the place I'm selling them to takes. So which we ended up with 5 logs off of them 4 trees. Yeah, well, we're bottomed out with the tractor. The way this winch comes off the back like that. Yeah, we're hung right up on it. A chain of logs to my tire. And a chain of logs probably to that other tire. And then when that log catches, it should pop me up out of here. Almost. Yeah, that's the second time I had to use that trick, so that worked pretty good. Yeah, that's a good pile of wood today. It's probably the best pile in one day that I've done yet. We got 28 trees out, plus a piece of firewood right there. Now we're gonna hop on the Farmall and go disc harrow the pumpkin patch for a little bit. Yeah, so normally I got a different hitch for the disc harrow, but I'm not undoing the winch. So we're just going to try to chain the disc harrow to the winch and see what happens today. Well, that ain't good. Freaking just ripped the freaking butt plate right off the winch. That sucks. Knew I shouldn't have hooked up to that. I should have hooked to the frame itself. Both pumpkin patches all disc harrowed. Nice. Well, that's it for today. Yes, me and boss headed up to check a Nuisance beaver job and go set another one. Got another new one to go set up. Hopefully the one we've had set up is all done, and today we're going to pull the dam. We're going to clean out under the bridge. Probably going to take me 3-4 hours with a pitchfork, and we'll clean it out. And then we'll go set another job. They ain't kidding when they say dog's man's best friend. Look where this dog rides. Sits right on my center console. There's a whole seat over on the other side, but he sits right here on the console. Gotta be up against Dad, huh? Yeah, so we got up to the beaver job and I decided to take a quick ride up the road and kind of check out another spot. And freaking beavers are actually living here, I think. But I'm thinking there's either the same batch or a different batch right here. So I'm gonna go down to that bridge, check out them traps, and then we might come back up here and set this up. So we're headed down and check the first trap, see what we get. Oh, I see fur. I think we got a beaver. Yep, got another big old beaver. Nice. Yeah, nothing in this next trap. I'm gonna pull these traps and start pulling some of that beaver down. Get this trap up. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's nothing in my last two, so I'm definitely thinking that was it. Yeah, so this is the bridge we got to unplug. Look at the freaking material down here. That is packed. The beaver dam's way up there, and it's packed all the way out to the other side of this bridge. We're going to start by using a pitchfork and grab this bigger material. And we're going to find some way to throw it. I probably could throw some up in there. And some on this side. Yeah, so usually when I'm dealing with these freaking beaver dams, freaking bugs are crazy. So we brought the bee smoker today. I'm gonna smoke out this area real quick. Just gonna start on this side and just throw what I can over there. Got a lot of this little stuff here. We'll grab what we can, and then we'll use the pitchfork. Man, is that hard on the back. Whew. Gotta stretch out for a second here. But holy, we're getting it. We got at least half of the old dam out. So it looks like there's been a dam here since I trapped beaver here probably 5 years ago. And there's a new beaver dam up in front there. So I'd say we're at least halfway done with that side. Almost. Look at old boss dog. Isn't he a good boy? Up there hanging out on the bridge. Alright, so we're going to take a break, but while I'm taking a break, I'm going to go walk for some moose horns. This is an area I used to always walk for moose horns every year, and I haven't in the last couple of years, so let's go for a quick walk on break here, see what we find. Yeah, moose trail following the edge of this bog right down through here. So maybe we'll find something. So it's hard this time of year. It's all the grass is green, too many leaves, hard to see them. But we can still stumble across one. That'd be cool. Oh, there's an old bone. Yeah, an old rib bone of a moose, it looks like. Wonder where the rest of it is. Oh, there's more of it over here. Oh, there's the skull. Nice. I'll grab that skull. Nice, found a moose skull. Sweet. I'll take it. Perfectly good conditioned moose skull. Oh, and a shoulder blade. Nice. I didn't think we were gonna really find anything today. I just wanted to go for a quick walk. Oh, the other shoulder blade. So we found the skull and 2 shoulder blades. We'll keep these shoulder blades too. I'll grab these on the way back. I'm not even far from the truck right here. There's more of its bones. Alright, I'm not finding any. So at least I found that skull. That was pretty cool. So we're gonna turn and burn and get back. We're gonna get back to cleaning this thing out a little bit here. So I got my fishing pole here. If I find a worm, we're gonna freaking put it on the fishing pole and try fishing. I'm gonna throw this stuff off on the other side. We can throw all this right down right there. This is freaking muddy. Like I'm stuck right here. Holy shit. Yeah, this is freaking muddy. Once I let that dam out, hopefully it'll wash some of the stuff away. We're just about ready to release the dam itself, and hopefully it'll wash away some of this mud. We're probably gonna pull a chunk out on that side over there and let the water go. Start pulling this material out and let it go. So I also, a lot of the material plugged up down below right here, so I'm gonna try to clean that out too. Yeah, so we're down river right here, and we got a lot of freaking brush here. We got a blow down and some alders, so I'm gonna cut them to hopefully clear up this flow. This has been quite the mission. I've been here over 4 hours already, and I probably got about another hour left. Yeah, don't that look way better? Water ought to flow right through there, no problem now. All that mud I was messing with at the beginning, walking through, it's all get washed out now. Now all we gotta do is finish out that little bit of dam right there and we're done. So I finally found a worm. Let me put it on my hook and try fishing here real quick. I love my job. Oh, we're getting bites, Jesus. I think we got one. No. Yep, I don't know what they are, but man, oh, he stole my worm! Only worm I had. Holy, ain't that gross. Freaking leeches everywhere. Look at these leeches. I'm gonna use a leech for bait. Yeah, we'll try this leech here. See if this works. I'm not even biting at a leech. Yeah. I'm better off to go find a fucking worm. We found a worm. Oh, we got one. We got one. What is it? Oh, it's a little brookie. That's a little freaking, like, 4-inch brookie. We gotta let him go. We need a 6-inch one. Nice. So we might be able to catch dinner tonight. Oh, we got one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a keeper. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a keeper. So a dollar bill money is 6 inches long. So it's gotta be longer than the money. Nice little brookie, little fry pan brookies. That's probably 6.5, 7-inch brookie. Let's see if we can catch more. I can't catch another one for the life of me. I've had a couple of good bites, seen some nice ones. At least bigger than the one we've caught. Hopefully we can catch at least one more. I do have to get back to work here too. Oh, we got one. Nice, we got a bigger one. Sweet. Oh, Jesus, just about losing them. Nice, there's number 2. Whoa, whoa, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Yeah, well, I can't catch anymore, so that's gonna be my meal tonight. I gotta get back to work. We've been freaking probably an hour here trying to fish. So we're gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna put these actually in a cooler with some rocks out of the river to kind of keep them cool until I get home. All right, my idea of keeping them cool is we'll grab some of these rocks out of the river. Some of the bigger rocks, they're kind of cool. We'll throw them right in there with my fish. Well, that's what I got left. So we're gonna hammer down, try to get that done real quick. Hey, we're gonna call that good. We'll maybe we'll check on it when we come up to check them other traps, because we're gonna set traps around the corner here in a minute. So yeah, that come up pretty good. Remember, that was full of material all the way down both sides, and it is all gone. There's a little bit of the old dam that I think I might be able to finish cleaning up, or just even the next rainfall will probably clean that right out. So nice. Job well done. We're out of here. Yeah, I definitely think this is a different flowage. It's a little ways from that other one. Yeah, not getting any bites here. So we're just gonna get this set up and get to that other one and get that set up too. And probably put a trapper right there. That actually looks pretty good. We're gonna set a trapper right there first. Like this. Right in there. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So we're gonna try to find another channel right over in here somewhere, hopefully. Everything's too shallow. Alright, I'm not seeing anything good. We're gonna go further up the shore. I'm gonna drop a trap right down in here. It's kind of deep, but I think it'll still work. Like that. Alright, there, trap number 2 in. Yeah, look at what these beaver have done to this road. They're freaking building a dam on the low side of the road here. There's supposed to be a road going up through here. Damn beaver, they definitely can be a problem. Right there. Yeah, so you should dive right down underneath there. Well, that sucks. I lost my freaking caster. I have to retrace my steps to try to find my caster lure. There it is. Freaking A. Alright, we're gonna grab another trap and go up and caster that one and go hopefully set another one up. We got our final set in right there, and we're out of here. We're gonna try to hammer down, try to go get that other job set up. We'll check these in 2-3 days. Yeah, somebody already freaking pulled the culvert this morning. Cleaned out the culvert today. It's all freshly packed down. I hate when they do that. Makes my job so much harder. So once I set a trap now, and they built this dam back, and if I don't catch them in that trap, they'll just swim over them traps. So this is frustrating when people do this, but it's part of it. So we're gonna set it heavy and see what happens. Luckily there's a good enough channel here that I should be able to put a lot of traps in that one channel, and when they come down to plug up this freaking culvert tonight, I'll get them. So we're gonna drop trap in right here. Like I say, hopefully we can just catch them before they build this dam back up. If not, they'll be just swimming over the top of my traps here. First trap right there. That looks pretty good. Move it over a little bit. Let's trap one in. I think it'll work pretty good. They should dive under right there. Go fix that culvert tonight. I should be able to set a trapper right there. Should work. There, that should be good. So there's the last set. Nice channel through here. So let's go in the water and take a look at it. Alright, well that's it for today. It's been a freaking long day. Got that bridge cleaned out and got that other flowage set up and got this flowage set up. So alright, we're gonna check these traps in a couple of days, so stay tuned. Yeah, so I'm out checking my honeybee swarm buckets today, and I have some scout bees checking out one of my buckets today. So them bees are measuring up that hive, trying to make sure that's gonna work for the swarm of honeybees. A honeybee hive, they grow, and then once they grow so big, half of the bees will take off and go find a new home. And what they do is they go from the hive they're in and cluster in a branch right beside the hive to kind of see the big how many bees there is. And then some scout bees will go check out new homes. And right now we got some scout bees checking out my bucket as a potential new home. And hopefully the whole swarm will move to over here once they measure this all out and think it's big enough. Quite a few coming and going. Yeah, nice. That's my first sign of honeybees this season. So usually I catch 3-4 swarms a year. Yeah, so I got 3 traps over in this area. So we're gonna go check the other 2, see if there's scout bees on them ones too. Oh yeah, a bunch of scout bees checking out this one too. Yeah, hopefully they move in. Sometimes this takes freaking forever. I could be checking this the next 3 days in a row and they still not move in sometimes. Or I'd come check it tomorrow and they already be moved in. So we're over to my last bee bucket in this area, and there's actually no bees on this one. Yeah, so now we're working on my truck. I had a brake line starting to leak right after we checked them bee buckets this morning. So I had to undo some bolts on the side of the bed, pick the bed up, really get the bracket undone. So that's where they were leaking, was right there at the end, and I could not get these things out for the life of me. Ended up having to use some vice grips. We got it. So now I got some used ones off a parts truck. We're gonna take them off and redo it. So that's where I'm glad I am a do-it-yourselfer. I can fix all this myself. All right, now we gotta take this pipe cutter and try to cut the old lines off. Both of them ended up breaking on me. When I messed with one, the other one started leaking. Now we got this flaring tool. You put the tubing in through this thing, and then we can flare it with this thing. But first I gotta make sure I put in my fitting. Slide that in the proper way. Try to make this flare. Pretty crucial. This is gonna make the good seal. Yeah, one done. Yeah, that come out good. That is a pretty good flare. Slide the fitting back up to it. Yeah, that should make a pretty good seal right there. We're gonna do this other line real quick and put it back together. Yeah, get one hooked up. Tighten them up, and we gotta bleed them and we're done. So now I gotta bleed the air out of that system. So now there's a bleeder screw right here. And I got a little suction pump thing here that we hook up to it. And we suck fluid from the reservoir up above down to here. And it pulls all the air right through. Yep, so the bleeder screw's plugged up here. I try to clean that out now. Get that all cleaned out. So, yep. Alright, round 2. Put that right on there. And we'll start sucking on it. Oh, I see fluid coming down the line already. We'll just keep doing that until we get some fluid in this container here. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got the other side done. So we should have brakes. Yeah, well, my brakes work, so that's a good thing. So now we're headed up to check some Nuisance beaver traps. The ones that new flowage we set up, the 2 new flowages we set up. That radar looks pretty gnarly. Freaking far now. Alright, we're up to the first flowage. It looks like somebody drove through here today, and the beavers have not built this back up, so I'm thinking I might be done here. I hate being up here on holiday weekends. It's 4th of July weekend this weekend. Tomorrow's 4th of July. So freaking people everywhere up here. This is freaking tourist heaven up here. They're up here scouring this area looking for moose. I just saw somebody headed down into that bridge. I was gonna go check the bridge before we come over here, but somebody's already just pulling onto that road from Florida at Florida plates. Whoa, going down. I hope they see a moose. I'm not downing them, I just don't want to be behind them. No, it's still set. Just kind of blown over. Huh. Those traps still set too. Alright, we're just gonna continue all the way around on this one. Nice, the rain let up just in time for me to check these traps real quick. Boss, come. Nothing in my last trap either. Huh. So I had that one trap that was tipped over. We'll leave him one more check. More traffic. Oh, out here in the middle of nowhere, and I've already seen 2 freaking tourists. I like it up here in the middle of the week, normal work week. All there is workers up here, and a stray tourist. Alright, we're checking that dam we cleaned the other day. Make sure no beavers built up anything back up. Nope, most definitely not. Just a little bit of the old dam at the bottom, but yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Nice, definitely job well done here. Yeah, hopefully I catch something here. And this trap is still set. I thought for sure I'd catch some beaver today. I'll leave it be. We're gonna come back next week. Probably we'll come back in probably 4, maybe 5 days. We'll check it again. Luckily, every time I stop to check traps, it stops raining. So that's good. It's been freaking pouring, been freaking nasty out. So I guess that's it for today. Yes, now we're coming back to my bee bucket this evening. See if the bees ever moved in. No, still just scout bees. We'll come back tomorrow and check these tomorrow again. Yeah, so today we're back in the pumpkin patch. I'm trying to rototill up in between each of the plants there. I've already gotten 4 rows done. So now there's no weeds actually in between all the plants there. Yes, we got it all done, rototilled, and so we might fire up the Farmall this afternoon. If not, tomorrow morning we're gonna hop out here on the Farmall and do in between all the rows one more time. Well, we got one half done. We're gonna work on the other half, and then we're gonna grab a hoe and start humping up around all the plants. Yeah, this came out awesome. Look at them all. So now we're gonna go through with the hoe and try to hump up around every plant. Finish getting rid of any weeds I might have missed. Yeah, pumpkins are all weeded. So here's the first patch. Pumpkin patch number 2 all weeded. That is a lot of pumpkin plants. I mean a lot of pumpkin plants. Nice. Alright, well that's it for this week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and make sure to stay tuned in next week for more adventures with the Beaver Retriever.